Well, hello there and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel, where today I do have some news and then also a prediction video to round off for tomorrow's game, which is Bradford City versus Hull City, the City Offs. Yes, we are away at Bradford Stadium for the second time in the last sort of year, as we did play them in the Carabao Cup last year.
Oh no!
So it's going to be an interesting game, but I'm going to crack into a few news topics and then we'll crack into the all-important prediction. Okay, so a bit of goalkeeper news to start us off with. Hull City remain interested in Bournemouth goalkeeper Mark Travers. So it is going to be an interesting case to see how this goalkeeper situation develops itself. It's been a very interesting one to watch, considering that we've pretty much gone through majority of pre-season already with just Lotutala and Matt Ingram, and Lotutala having a bit of a dodgy one, to say the least. So Matt Ingram will probably be our number one goalkeeper coming into the season, unless this Mark Travers deal comes through.
I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit worried.
Hull City remain interested. I'm not sure what's putting the block on it, whether it's Bournemouth looking for their option of who they're going to bring in to replace Mark Travers, or if Bournemouth are just withstanding the deal and saying, no, you are not taking Mark Travers. But hopefully we can take him, because we really need a goalkeeper, like a good goalkeeper. We could have done with Cardalo, but Newcastle being the pains and not shifting the price means we can't. A bit of number news now. Yes, I reported in, I think it was yesterday's video, that Ruben Vinagre will probably be taking number 3, as George Cox was playing with number 12 in the game against Barnsley. Now, a bit of other number news I spotted in that game, and I thought, whoa, what's happening here? Saw Sean McLaughlin wearing the number 6 shirt. Obviously, the number 6 shirt belonged to Tobias Figueiredo before he left. And before that, it belonged to Richie Smallwood. So it is an interesting one to see Sean McLaughlin pick up the number 6, as he has had the number 17 shirt, I believe, since he joined Hull City all the way back in 2019, I want to say, 2020, somewhere around there, when he joined the Tigers. I think he pretty much joined with the number 17 shirt, and he hasn't changed until now. He has got the number 6 shirt for himself, and I think it's a very well-deserved thing. He has had a brilliant season, a brilliant past 2 seasons. We can't forget the season beforehand, half under Grant McCann, half under Shota Arvelazed.
I said it last time I was on it, he's the best football player in the world.
He had a good season. He had a really good season, and he's had a brilliant season yet again under Liam Rosenior this past time out. So it's nice to see him rewarded with that number 6 shirt and taking his place sort of in the top 11 shirt numbers at the Tigers. It's good news, that. Prediction! Yes, it's prediction time now. Oh, it's going to be a feisty one, this, isn't it? Last time we played Bradford City was in the Carabao Cup first round last season, where unfortunately we lost 2-1. I do have a vlog on the channel. Go and check it out if you want to see the disappointment from that game. But also, Bradford do have a nice stadium. It's showcased off in that video a little bit. So it's going to be a very interesting case, this game, considering we're 4 games unbeaten in pre-season, 3 wins, 1 draw. I mean, one of them wins coming against Champions League sides. I think that probably counts as maybe about 10 wins. So yeah, might as well just give us the league title now. It saves the other teams bothering. But yes, it's going to be a huge game, this. Obviously, Bradford City have 2 recently ex-Tiger players in Tyler Smith, who joined them this summer after making, he didn't make his way onto the Hull City retained list following his loan spell away at Oxford United. And then Richie Smallwood last summer made his way there after not making the retained list for Hull City. But to be fair to him, he did spend a long spell at Hull, and I think he was looking for a new challenge, and he didn't really fit into that plan of Adrian Jolly sort of next step for Hull City, taking them from this sort of League One team that's combating in the Championship to a Championship team that's combating for the Prem, or a bit higher. I know we still do have quite a few League One players that were with us in that League One season, but I think that majority of them have rose to the challenge where Richie Smallwood He seemed to be, but he didn't seem to be. But he seems to be doing quite well as Bradford City's new captain. So we'll see both of them tomorrow at the game, which will be nice. I mean, Richie Small didn't receive the best reception when we last played him, so we'll see if it's improved from that. The last time Hull City and Bradford City faced off in a friendly, though, ended up in a 3-1 win for the Tigers. This was all the way back in, I think, 2009 at the MKM Stadium. A 3-1 win for the Tigers. Not too shabby. I'll take a 3-1 win tomorrow. But I think it'll be a little bit tighter than that. I think that we'll see a similar format to the game against Barnsley in Lee Mazzini's tactics-wise, where he sends the squad out for about 60-70 minutes, then does a little shift and sends a new 11 out for the remaining 20 minutes. I presume it'll be the inverse of the 11s from the Barnsley game, as just to balance out game time, really. You got to think that them lads that came on at the end didn't get enough game time. They got about 20 minutes, I say, if less than that. So yeah, I think that there will probably be the starting squad and then a change after sort of the 60th, 70th minute mark, as I just said. But it could all be changed. I mean, Liam Rosino, we've got to have faith in the man. He has a master plan, and I'm letting him take my life away.
Bloody lovely.
But I do think it will be a tight game, this, and I think it will be a 2-1 win for the Tigers, remaining that undefeated streak in pre-season, and hopefully that can continue through when we play Norwich in a fortnight's time. So a 2-1 win for the Tigers. Goals coming from HUL-IZR Manesh is going to grab the first one, I think. I think that he is rightfully deserving of a goal. He's part of a few good performances on the wing for Hull City in this pre-season, and I'll be interested to see if he does grab a goal. But I think he'll grab the first one for the Tigers. Second goal for the Tigers. I do think it's going to come from a cheeky man called Ozan Tufan. Whether this comes from a set piece, sort of a penalty, or if it's from open play, that remains to be debated. I'm not here to predict if Hull City are going to get penalties, because I know majority of the refs don't like us, especially judging by this pre-season that Grimsby game. Woo! We was probably about to get 5 penalties in that game, but we didn't, so we'll see if it's a different ref, then maybe we could get an Ozan Tufan penalty. But I think Ozan Tufan will grab the second for Hull City. And then in right Hull City fashion, I do think that Tyler Smith will net one against his former club and prove why he should have stayed at the Tigers. So that's pretty much guaranteed to happen, isn't it? You've got to have an ex-player scoring against Hull City just to put the nail in the coffin. It's fun time, but at least if we do lose this game, which we won't lose this game, but if we do, at least we're not out of the cup game, we can play against Doncaster in a couple of weeks' time and absolutely batter them, because they have the worst manager in existence of Grant McCann. Yes. So that's it for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, as I will have I'll have an interesting thing out tomorrow. I will have not only my match reaction after the game, but I'll be live streaming a watch along during the game. So hop back here and then I'll catch you there. But that's it for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, as I have just mentioned, so you don't miss any more Hull City news and content like this. And I'll see you tomorrow, where we could possibly get battered 5-0 by Tyler Smith.